cold. The last thing I need is another head cold. Right. Excuse me. All these lives today have made me feel extremely tired. Right, so we need to get some toner on. People will come in as I'm doing skincare, always happens. So freeing the pink toner. It's nothing special, I don't think. But you do get a lot in it. I wouldn't pay what it retails for. It retails for over £20. Although it's going to last a long time, I just wouldn't pay it. My lips are red raw practically from all the lip swatches I've been doing. Can you see the pink? Right, so the toner's on. I think I'll open my coffee. So the last Costa caramel latte. I might have to ask. In fact, I'm in town on Friday. I might go and get some more because you get 4 for £2. Yes, please. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'm taking my mum to the clinic. She has to go for an eye screening because she's got diabetes. So I'm taking my mum for that. I think we're going to go out for some lunch and then I'll go and get some like little bits of food here and there. Oh, right. Now we've run out of the serum. That needs to go in the bin, I think. We've run out of this. Hi, Nuvi. Love from India. Wow. Long way away. Hello from the UK. What have I been going in with? I think this one came after the toner. Yeah, it did. This one is the Eternite Vitamin C Face Serum Stick Glow on the Go. So if you're not wearing makeup, you can put it on whenever you want to. Obviously, if you're wearing makeup, you can't put this on over the top. But normally I just use it for skincare. And it's very high fragranced. Very high fragrance of orange because it's got vitamin C in it. Hi, Charlie. Yesterday, I think I put a bit too much on. I've never been to India, Nuvi. My friend stayed in India for a while. She actually met someone from India and has got a couple of kids with him now. Hiya, Megan. I think I'm going to put some of this stick a bit over here. I don't think I put enough on. Yeah, same old, unfortunately, Megan. Suffering with my back pains. How are you? I've got a latte to keep me happy. I don't know whether to put some of this on. says put me on when your skin needs to chill. Just says before makeup, so I can put the rest of my skincare on first. It's the Glow Hub Calm and Soothe, because I am breaking out a little bit, and it is for that, for when you break out. I'm not doing good. Tomorrow's the day of last year when my mum died. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Right, I'm going to go in with the Catrice Caffeine Kick Under Eye Serum. This is really good. Anniversaries like that always make us think of our loved ones. It's okay, I just have to deal with it, but I can't deal with it, it's hard. Yeah, it's a very mature outlook on life, that, Megan. And it will take time, you'll probably never get over it. But it will just get that bit easier. I mean, how can you get over the fact that you've lost a parent? I lost a parent when I was 7. And I had to grow up without a dad. And like my friends all had dads, you know, so it's kind of like my mum had to be both mum and dad. It must have been hard for her as well. But on a positive note, I got my dad's girlfriend's number. I'm supposed to be going out with her next Thursday. Well, that's good. Right. So, we're going to go in with that day cream. The Innisfree Cherry Blossom Glow Jelly Cream. See, I've got a big spot coming here. It's a skincare. Something that I'm using on the skin is giving me spots. I would get this again though, because it really does sink into the skin and it's very moisturising. It's just expensive, but that's K-Beauty for you. I'm just blending that into the skin, and then we'll spray some of that spray. So it's time to have a coffee break. I don't know if I want to put contour on today. I might use bronzing drops. I remembered it was Layla. I know your username now, Layla. Right. So as I said, I'm going to use some of this. I don't use it on the daily or anything. I just use it as and when I think my skin needs it. Oh. Smells nice. So now we're going to have to wait for that to go into the skin. I subscribed to your other channel earlier on. Thank you, Megan. That means a lot. I'm just trying to get... I mean, I don't need any more subscribers to go live over there. When you have a startup channel, which is what that is, you only need 50 subscribers. So I do lives over there as well, but I've not been doing them as recent. So when I've got all my hair products that I'm using up, I'm going to be doing another live over there. I don't know. I think these channels now are just going to be live stream. You know, I mean, I did a video a couple of months back, Shop My Stash, and it did relatively well as a live stream, but then I did a Shop My Stash this past 2 weeks and it just flopped. 70 views it got, which I'm not saying, oh, 70 views like that, I don't want you to think like that about me, but I'm just saying if I can get more views on a live stream, then doesn't it make sense to go on a live stream? I'm nearly on 70 subscribers. That's cool. When what kind of channel do you have, Layla? This live only 10 minutes ago, and I'm only doing skincare at the minute. No makeup's gone on the skin. I just post random stuff. That's fair enough. You have 15 subscribers, and what do you post, Megan? Back. I post random stuff as well. Nothing wrong with that. I remember when I first started my channel, it wasn't makeup related. I always knew I wanted to be a makeup related like content creator, and I use that very, very loosely. I always knew that's what I wanted to do, but I used to do haul videos, like Primark haul videos. I used to, if you go back far enough, and I mean, you've got to really go back, you'll see me speaking really awkwardly because I wasn't good in front of the camera, and I was going through a really bad time with my ex-husband. And yeah, I was just going to Poundland, I was going to Primark, doing these really, really cheap hauls. I don't think they've got that many views. I'll have to go back and have a look at them. I give shout outs to people to help them grow their channel. I give shout outs as well, but I only like kind of say hi, you know, hello. Like when you came in earlier, Megan, I said, oh, hello, Megan, you know. I might give you a shout out later on. Thanks, Megan. Right. I think that's soaked into the skin now. Okay, so what I want to do now is go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Jelly Opal Glow. You post daily. I mean, you don't have to post daily. What I would recommend is you post consistently. So even if you're only posting once a week, you do post once a week on that particular day. I mean, I do try and post daily, but I can't post every single day. I mean, I've got a life to live. You know, so if there's something that's standing in my way, I will normally say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go live tomorrow. But that's really only when I've got appointments. Like on Friday, this coming Friday, I won't be going live. Just because I'm going to an appointment with my mum. On Thursday, tomorrow, I will go live, but it will be earlier. Because I'm going to my sister's. We're watching a movie together tomorrow. Because I've got rid of my Netflix, I can't watch it, and it looks really, really good. But I do have school, yeah. So when do you post, after school or before school? Trying to think about foundation. What do I want to use? Let's go with this collection one. Collection Hydra Serum Foundation. Let's go with this. I'm so glad I don't go to school or college anymore. How old are you, Megan? And just whenever I can, really, yeah. Don't get stressed over posting, it's not worth it. just gonna put as little of this on as possible. Oh, you turned 19 in May. For some reason I thought you were younger. Like a lot of younger people, I'm talking between 10 and 15, come to this channel. I'm very, very proud that they do. And I was talking to my niece about this and she's like, why so young? And I'm like, I'm down with the kids, love. I'm down with the kids. They like me. And she just looked at me like that. I'm getting bullied at school, so I'm struggling. Oh, I'm sorry, Layla. Have you told your parents? I got bullied for 4 years at high school. And it only stopped when, I got bullied by boys. It only stopped when the main ringleader came over to me at the end of the 4th year. And I'm not telling you to do this, by the way, I don't believe in violence. He came over to me and started saying stuff to me. And I don't know if, they probably still have something like this in the UK, but when you get to the 4th year, you get common room, so you can actually go and sit in there after lunch and in your breaks and things. And there was no escaping him. So basically he came over, said some nasty things, and I told him to go away. He wouldn't. I said, you better go away now. And then, ooh, what are you going to do about it? And I had an out-of-body experience. I got up off my chair so quickly and slapped him across the face, and then I ran up to the toilets, to the girls' toilets, because it was in the same block, and I was shaking. And my friend said, I can't believe you've just done that. And I said, for 4 years that's been coming. But yeah, I don't encourage it, you know. But if you're not, sometimes in life, no one can stop the bullying but yourself. That's what I tell my niece. If you're getting bullied, you need to stand up for yourself. And I'm not saying by slapping someone, because I don't believe in it. I'm a lover, not a fighter. What have I missed in the comments? I'm just reading through, guys. I'm 10. Oh, so you're very young. I got bullied by my ex-best friends. Really? Wow. Why? It made me really upset. It got so bad I cried in the toilets for most times. Well, what I did, Megan, so in the first year of high school, it got so bad. So I went to high school for 6 months. And I just I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I did try and kind of tell my mum I was ill and things like that. I didn't want to be a burden on her because she had two other children to look after, both older than me. So I tried not telling her what was going on. And then it got to a point where I just couldn't go to school. And I don't tell you guys to do this either. But I went into the city centre and just kind of pretended I was at school until I'd been doing that for 6 months. And one of the teachers said, how's Andrea? And my mum said, yeah, she's good. She's at school. And she's not been to school for 6 months. That's why I'm ringing. So from then onwards, they got me a taxi, so I didn't have an option but to go to school. I could have also, the taxi just dropped me outside of school. I could have basically not got in, but yeah, that would have just got my mum into some trouble. Thing is though, when you stick up to these bullies, like I stuck up to my bully, at the end of the 4th year, and then I went back to school in the 5th year. No bullying at all. Fight or flight. Yeah, definitely. For some bullies, it's the only way they stop. Yeah, Robin, yeah. And hello, by the way. This one boy from my college laughed about my mum. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Megan. That's awful. That's like when the guy came on here and he created multiple accounts and he was like basically saying that, oh, my dad must have been really disappointed when my mum gave birth to me, and it hurt because obviously he died of cancer when I was young, and you never get over that. And I was like, that's enough now, he died of cancer when I was young. And most people would say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, I didn't mean it. But not him, he just kept going on saying, oh, like basically accused me of causing his death. But it's horrible. Some people are just vile human beings. I sometimes pretend I'm ill so I don't have to go to school. You should just tell your parents, Layla. Like my mum did find out that I was being bullied and she did go into the school. And it did stop for a little while, but ultimately I feel like it's up to the person to stop it. Like, it was up to me, and it carried on for 4 years just because I couldn't stop it. I was too young to stop it, just like you are. I mean, being 10 years old, there's not really a lot that you can do about it. That's why you've got parents. Your parents are your advocate. My mum knew something was up when I was being bullied. She had an instinct that something was up. Yeah, mums know, don't they? That's awful. Hope you're okay. I'm really sorry about his loss. I mean, like I said, it does get easier. I was 7, it's 40 years later, so it does get easier. The fact that I grew up without a dad is also quite painful. But like I said, my mum's done a fantastic job, and I just don't like it when people come in here, the trolls, and say nasty things. I don't like that. Hi, Selena. You've told your parents, have you, Layla? That's good. Let's brush the brows out. Then we'll put some concealer on. Then we'll do the brow glue. So it's just NYX transparent. I don't even know what I want to do today. I know I want to do a purple eye look, but I don't know what purples I want to use because there's quite a few. That's that. Concealer is here. I also got bullied. Then she beat me up in the middle of the playground, and after that she told the head teacher, and they put me in a separate classroom to her, and then I got bullied again. That's just... I mean, in this day and age, you wouldn't expect bullying still to occur. I have heard more of cyberbullying than actual physical bullying. I mean, I think cyberbullying is worse, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people have unalived themselves due to that. And I've got a small taster of it myself on here. The kids come in here and I know the kids. They're saying that they're not kids, but I know the kids. They come in here and basically say all kinds of things to me. Luckily, I'm quite a strong adult and I don't need to be... I'm not bothered. They can say what they want. The purple ones you have done recently have been gorgeous. I do like purple. I'm getting to like it, Sarah, and thank you. Hi, MG. This girl I met on TikTok, I was friends with her. We got into an argument. I told her about my mum being dead, and when we had the argument, she said, at least that is awful. That's kids for you, you know. They say mean stuff like that, and I don't understand it, because if they was going through that, I mean, what happened to treating people with kindness? I had scars from her for weeks, like Aubrey Wyatt. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, Layla. Yes, I feel bad for her mum. She was only 13. Yes, and she laughed about it. Disgusting. Right, so we're going to go in with this. It's in the shade G12. I'm using this up. So it's a Project Pan concealer. I'm going to be using this for months, guys, because you really don't need a lot. If you want any moderators to block the haters, I can happily do that. Thank you, Megan. We'll see. I mean, I do have mods. They just haven't been in lately. My best friend's a moderator, but she's busy with work. And then when she comes in, she's normally just coming in to listen. I mean, she does also get people out. So she's really just coming in to support me. Oh, you're going to bed? Well, sleep well, Layla. Right. I will when I get to sleep. It's always early hours for me. Right, I'm going to go in with this MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. Now, I'm not sure, and I'm not even sure I like this. My best friend bought me this as well when she sent me the MCO Beauty products. I'm very picky when it comes to powders, I can't help it. It's definitely brightening. Yeah, I'm not using the Give Beauty contour and bronzer today. I think I'm going to use the bronzing drops, and then I think by Primark, and then I think I'm going to use my Hourglass powder bronzer over the top. I think so. It's nearly all gone. Three girls bullied her. They got a doll, put blood or some red paint in it, and said it was Aubrey. Oh. Evil people. I was watching something just on Instagram, so I can't tell you his name, just before I came on here actually, and he had 3 beautiful daughters, and he took them out to a Washington park, and he unalived them. They were absolutely stunning. One was called Evelyn and all that, because that's my mum's name. One was called Peyton, and I can't remember the 3rd daughter. But anyway, the person that's done that, it hasn't been found. So it's not a case of him doing it to them than doing it to himself. So he's still on the loose, basically. I just do not understand people's mentality. What the hell, why would he do that? Probably because he didn't have full access, full custody to the kids, and the mother did. And it's kind of like, well, if I can't have them, neither can you, kind of thing. It's disgusting. Right. Sorry, I was just bringing my water more forward. Yeah, what we'll do, if I can find them. Yeah, they're here. We'll shape these bronzer drops up. I need a brush. This should actually work. We'll see though. Right, we'll put some of this on the back of my hand. I don't think there's a shade to it. I think it's just a very light bronzer, can you see? And that's why we'll need the powder one to go over the top. Let's just leave that. I'm just going to spread it across my hand. That's what it looks like. It looks like something I don't really want to even say, but I'm going to start on the forehead. We might need some more of this. Yeah, I do watch quite a bit of true crime, but I don't like anything gory in true crime. I mean, did you guys hear about Madeleine McCann? They've done another search in Germany. So, I mean, it's been 18 years, guys. I think they're not expecting to find her. I think they're expecting to find remains at this point, aren't they? And it's so sad. She was a beautiful 3-year-old when she went missing. And they need to find something now to basically convict the person that they think it is. Christiane Bruckner is who they think it is, and he's actually in prison for doing something to a 72-year-old. It's like kind of, oh, come on. That's a nice bit of bronzer there. I mean, he essayed, that's all I can say on here. He did something really, really terrible to a 72-year-old. And he's serving time for that at the moment. But he's due to be released. She may be unalive, not being rude. Madeleine McCann may be unalive since they haven't found it. And they haven't found any remains, so either, Megan. I feel like she is, personally, at this point. I feel like the McCanns are having hope. Like, they've not given up hope, ever. And I think that's good. You know, a parent is not going to give up hope. I just feel for that family. And everyone's saying, yeah, but they shouldn't have left those kids alone. Can't people make mistakes in life? And they weren't really, like, the children were being, like, they were being checked up on every half hour. So obviously they knew that. Whoever took her, if it isn't him, it's somebody else who obviously had been probably, like, they was probably doing that every single night when they went out to dinner. Adults should be allowed some alone time as well in going out to dinner. And they obviously knew how often and how frequently people were coming back. Hi Sutton Joy. Yes, because they haven't found her for a long time. They've just not had any clues until now. This is a big clue for them. So I just hope they do find something, and then the McCanns can have some peace of mind. They only went out for some dinner and there was a babysitter, and then someone... No, there was no babysitter. They could have had a babysitter service, but they decided not to. They decided to just leave the children sleeping in the room. And that's what people are saying, you know, they could have used a babysitting service. Maybe in hindsight they're thinking we should have used the babysitting service, but I don't feel like they should be getting hell for not using it, which a lot of people are still giving them hell. Even today on the news, like they were talking about it and said, well, this woman was saying, well, most of us would have used a babysitting service, but hey, who am I to judge? Well, you're judging by saying it. And I was just like, stupid cow. Just, I mean, do you not think that they go over that every single day? You know, what they should have done. There was a babysitting service in the hotel, Megan, but the McCanns didn't use one. They used one in the afternoon to look after the kids. Madeline was enrolled in tennis club with a babysitting service as well, I believe, at the time. And I feel like whoever took Madeline was looking for a little girl like that, because there was 2 twins in that room. Well, one set of twins who were a lot younger. My mum was saying, well, there was 3 children in that room, why go for Madeline? Well, because probably she's the oldest, and who knows, I mean, who knows what he did with her. A lot of people would have said, oh, they're after children for a certain age to traffic to a different country or to sell on to somebody else, but they obviously think that it's more sinister than that, don't they? If they're actually looking like at plots, and they're looking in water and things like that. So, and it's an intense search. It's going to be going on all week, so I'm wondering what's going to come of that. Right, I'm going to go on with the ambient lighting edit universe. This one is in, well, the bronze is in bronze light. This one up here. Does make you think now. Okay, so that's done. I don't think I want to use blusher for this. Imagine them finding Madeline and then the parents can finally rest and have peace. That's what I want. I don't obviously want them to find her unalived, but I think when you're talking about 18 years on, I think that's a possibility. I mean, there was that woman that came out, I can't remember her name, and she was basically stalking the McCanns, saying that she was Madeline because she had the same kind of... Madeline McCann had like a different colour, like in her eye, and so did this other girl. So she was basically trying to say, oh, she was kidnapped at a very young age. She's not who her birth certificate says, and she actually got arrested for harassing them. Not only that, Sean and Emily, Madeline's brother and sister, the twins, she was harassing them as well. And yeah, it's not her. It's not Madeline, that. I mean, I think if they did find her, I think they would just be distraught because they've had all this hope for so many years. But at least they would be able to give a burial if they had remains. It's sad. It's a sad story. Same, I want them to find her, yeah. I think we're going to use this Pat McGrath Labs like blusher stick in Divine Rose Glow. This is really nice. What did I watch? I watched something, a show called Loose Women. And there's this woman on there called Denise Welch. You can Google it if you're not from the UK. And basically, she knew that Sean and Emily really liked Dancing on Ice. And when she was on Dancing on Ice, Denise, she said she basically contacted the parents, Kate and Jerry, and said, look, you know, I know that Sean and Emily really like Dancing on Ice. I would really, really love to see you all, and I'll leave some tickets if that's okay with you, for you. I'll send some tickets basically. And she said, that's such a lovely idea. Kate said, that's such a lovely idea, but we can't come, because if we get seen coming to an event like that and having a good time, we will get so much stick in the press. So the media was actually gunning for them. They don't do anything as a family. They're never seen in the press together as a family going out. I mean, what are they supposed to do? You know, I think it's awful. Haven't they been punished enough? And they should be able to go out. You know, I don't know how old those kids are. Those other ones, I'd say probably about 18. If Madeline was coming up for 21, I would say there's probably roughly a 3-year age difference. So I'd say the twins are about 18 now. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I would say they are. Right, let's come on with the Becca and Jacqueline Hill palette. And let's go in with this one here. I just don't know, you know, I mean, like over the years, they've come out with, like, basically people from the police have looked into it, and, you know, they brought out pictures of what she would look like now. I think the last one was when she was 16, and she's never been seen. Well, let me put a lip product on before we get started. Lip mask. Because I tried on a lot of lipsticks earlier. So this is in the shade Vanilla. That'll do for now. Right. Finishing powder. So I'm using the Revolution Beyond Radiance at the moment. You can go in with this brush again. Right, so just this pink shade here. It says the highlighters, but I think the more finishing powders. It's very quiet. Right. So we'll put a bit of the Dalba First Spray Serum on. Hydrated and radiant skin. So let's see if I can get on board with this. It goes right up your nose. Just don't like it. And then nice glow. I like the glow, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't buy it again. I'm just putting that out there. Eyeshadow base. So we're getting down to it. I do feel like I've got at least 6 months worth though in that. That gives a lovely colour. Yeah, the finishing powders. I mean, when I bought it, I thought I was buying 3 highlighters, but they're like the Hourglass finishing powders. And I want to use them up before I go in with my other Hourglass powders that I've got. Oh, come on. It's quite a thick base, this. And then when you're getting it out on your fingers, always too much comes out. My lips are looking very pink today. All those swatches I've been doing, they never look this pink. If anything, they look really dehydrated. We'll probably have to use some kind of a lip oil, or at least a lip gloss. I wouldn't say they're soy from all the swatches, but I'm really looking forward to my brushes coming like this from She Glam. I love them. I'm getting 3 more of them, and I think I'll keep one maybe for liquid blush. They are supposed to be foundation brushes, but I wouldn't want foundation to seep into all that and then you can't get it out. So I'll leave 2 for bronzer, and then I'll leave 1 for liquid blush. I mean, even if you use it as like a foundation brush, you can just do this with it. But I always forget to do that with it. It's all the swatches. Yeah, all the swatches on my lips. I went a bit cray-cray with the swatches, Sarah. Right, let's go in with this brush. I'm really looking forward to tonight when I go to my mum's. So, Eden messaged me, I would say a few days ago, maybe even a week, I think it's less than a week ago, and she said, Danessa Myricks is on sale. Do you know the Freedom palette that came out last year? And I'm like, like I need to go and check it. She didn't actually show it me with the price. Oh, is it here? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just gonna have to buy it. And I had 10% off as well, because Danessa Myricks is one of my brands on Sephora, and I get 10% off them. The other brand that I get 10% off is Natasha Denona. So I bought it, and then I was regretting buying it, because I'm not supposed to be getting anything until November Black Friday sale, and I don't really have the money. So I asked my mum if she would get it before Christmas, And luckily she said yeah. So anyway, it came to my sister's house because I don't like anything coming here. Came to my sister's house, and my mum will have it at her house. I said, can I have a look at it before you put it away? And she said yeah. But then it's going away, and I said, can I not have it now? And she said, if you've got the money now. And I said, you know I haven't. I don't need it now. Let's put that out there. I can wait 6 months. Hey, sorry I'm back. My auntie messaged me, so I had to reply. No worries, Megan. It just means I'm going to get a really nice special Christmas present off my mum. That's worth like £135 for half price, really, so that's cool. Look at the glow here. I think it's just eyeshadow now, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Let's see what we're doing. I mean, I look at this palette and it just makes me happy. Morgan looks so stunning on the front cover of that. Right. I'm not sure I've used this. I thought, like yesterday I said that I use gifts, but I'm not sure I have. If I have, I have. I think I'm just going to use that all over the lid. I'll probably use that as in a corner. I really like that one. Right, let's go in with Crush. I have used that before. I used that for the first look, if you remember, if you watched that. Oh. She was just saying she's thinking about me this time last year. My mum was in the hospital. Oh, well, it's nice that you've got family around. I'm just going to try and wipe that. I don't really have family around. I've got my mum, my sister, and then my 2 nieces live with my sister, and that's it really. My dad's side of the family don't talk to us anymore. And my mum's side live in Germany, and she hasn't spoken to them in a very long time. Yes, it was all unexpected, her death was. That's the worst part, isn't it? Like, when it's unexpected, you don't really get the chance to say goodbye. Right, so that's nice. All I can smell is that horrible Dalba facial mist. And I've used it now loads, you know, so it's not a case of, oh, I've only used it once and I'm calling it. It stinks. I feel like I'm getting a headache, and every time I use it, I just need to use it a few more times, and if I feel the same, like I'm getting a headache, I don't really want to get rid of it, but also I don't think it's worth having a headache over either. Right, I want to go in with Service now. It's just a plain white. I use this all the time, so I can show you at the end. Just looks like that. It's a plain white. The first time I did this look, I think I didn't wear lipstick. I didn't put a lipstick on. Just get some more water. What else do we have in here? We can put some a giggle on. Hi Danielle. It's like a mauve. We'll put this on and into the crease a little bit, like halfway into the crease. You've been on my channel before, so of course I know you. Or I know of you. I was going to go in with that purple, but I want to use it as lash line, date night. So let's blend those two eyeshadows out together that we've just used. Thank you, MG. It will look better when the shimmer's on there. And I think I'm going to use my purple eyeliner by Urban Decay. It's in the shade Vice. Thank you, Danielle. Right, so we'll put some glitter primer on now. I haven't done highlighter, have I? We'll have to do some highlighter in a minute. It looks really, really glowy and I've not even got highlighter on. Thank you, Danielle. That means a lot. Right, let's go in with the eyeshadow first. Not eyeshadow, eyeliner. Right, Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye Pencil in the shade Vice. So it's just a standard purple eyeliner. It's weird where I live now, in North Sweden. It's light outside even in the night, it doesn't get dark. When does it get dark? What time? Or does it not get dark at all? Here in the UK it does stay light up until a certain point. I think till about 9-10 o'clock at night. It doesn't get dark in the summer. How do you sleep with it being so light? I'm going to put some highlighter on. Right, so Lunch Money by Super Shock, just because I want to use it up. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing, is it? Because when it gets dark, it can be depressing. Right, and then we'll do the Dior highlighter over the top. I want to use this brush, this Real Techniques brush. I don't really use it often, but we will use it today. Right, and then blend that out. Where have I put the brushes there? I have to put a blanket over Casco's cage or else he is up all night talking. Oh, he thinks it's the daytime. It's not his fault. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with gifts. This one here. There's quite a lot of, you can do a lot with this palette for purple eyeshadows, which is nice. That's why I bought it, because I don't have too many purple eyeshadow palettes. I mean, I've got the Violets by Juvia's Place, and then I've got Juvia's Garden, which has got a few purples in it, but I know this isn't full of purples. And then I've got a Beauty Bay one, which had purples in, which I forgot about until I ordered this. I'm just going to go all over the lid with it, and then we'll use another shade for the inner corner. I want to do this with every single shade in here, just so I can give you a nice review. I mean, look at that. Wow, that's really purple. It is. Every time I use purple, people say to me, you really suit purple. I think it's because I don't wear purple. I just don't wear it. So it's took me a long time to get on board with, like, I'm looking at the camera now, I'm looking at you guys, and I'm like, wow. I mean, it comes off at the end of the day, doesn't it? Even if I didn't like it, which I do actually quite like this look so far. Let's blend. And we'll go back in with that white in Service, just to blend all this out a bit. It's a nice palette, guys. Would I say you needed it in your collection? No. If you've got purples and pinks in your collection, you could dupe this palette quite easily. I do want to go in with this gorgeous Flirt shade here. It's very, very glittery and also shifts like from purple to blue. What brush do I want to go in with? Let's see if I can use this one. I'm really dehydrated. I'm just tapping the brush in it. Right, so we'll go in like here first. Wow. Take it up the lid to about halfway. Oh, that's stunning. And we'll put it in the inner corner too. So freaking stunning. The purples really suit you. Oh, thank you, Sarah. And then we'll do the same over here. You might be able to see it more over here, just because the light is hitting my face more on this side. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm going to go back in with Gifts just a bit more. They're really, really soft. And we're just going to tap that. I want that a bit more pigmented. Thank you, MJ. I'm loving using these Odens eyeshadow palettes. So I've got I got two around Christmas time. First of all, I got the Snowman palette. That came out not this year, just gone, the previous year. And then they brought that Rosy Jingle palette out with another one. I think it was called Silvery Bells or something like that. I did want them both, but I just got Rosy Jingle, which is ideal for spring and summertime. And then I've got this Morgan Turner one. I do have another one, it's called Alva 2. I'll probably use that soon. I don't think I want to keep that around the collection. So I think that one's going to go on the chopping block. So that's what we're looking like so far. Shall we turn the light up just a touch? Right, we're going to go in with the darkest matte purple in the palette, which is this one, Date Night. I'm sure I've used that before. And I just need to take the eyeshadow off this brush here. And we're just going to put it on the lash line. If I hadn't used it for the lash line, and I might still do that, I would have used it on the outer corner. So we'll see. It's not really showing up. It's looking really orange. Why is it looking orange? It's obviously the lighting in this room. Sorry guys, there's nothing much I can do about it. Right. Yeah, I think I will put some of that purple Date Night shade in the outer corner. Sorry. That's the brightest it will go. I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, it's not the time. I go live at this time all the time. Don't say my ring light's on the way out. Okay, so that's good. And again, we will just blend out a little bit. I got an email about Croc shoes. I think I've got enough. Right, and then we'll go back in with a little bit of flair on the little finger. Just so I can put it on like the inner corner there. I'm not really good at, actually, let's try a bit down here. Yeah, that's nice. Right, let's take this lip balm off. I think I'm just going to go in with a Charlotte Tilbury one again. Not Pillow Talk. Lost Cherry it's called. I really do like this shade. And it seems to go nice with purple. It's that shade. Oh, I haven't done mascara. I need to do mascara, so the W7 Absolute Lashes. Put a bit of this on. So that looks like that. And then it's just lipstick. Charlotte Tilbury in Lost Cherry. And there we go. I know the lighting isn't great. It's looking yellow for some reason. I don't want to start messing around with it because it could just look worse. But this is today's look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've not already liked the video, please do so. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I would much appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow very early. Well, when I say very early, probably about 3 PM UK time for the next live. Bye, guys.